Welcome friends, welcome to the next video of Android. In today's session we are going to learn how to use Media Store Content Provider. So if you remember, since last few videos, 3 or 4 videos, we have been using and implementing content providers. Okay, we have taken few examples of content provider. Okay, we have learned how to read context data using content provider, how to add new data, how to add new contact in contact content provider using intent. Okay, and we have also view all the records of contact content provider, few of the columns in list view. Okay, and one more interesting thing to notice was that the data of the contact content provider is distributed among several tables. Okay, it is not that only one table contains all the data. The context data is distributed among several tables. One of them is master table, the remaining are child table. One table contains basic details, the phone numbers, and the other data which may be more than one in number are in another table. So there is internally relationship between these tables, one to many relationship. Okay, in today's session we are going to implement Media Store Content Provider. Okay, as I told you in the previous video that once you have learned how to use content provider, how to implement content provider, basically content provider is itself a database of SQLite. Okay, so as we know that we can perform several different transactions, different operations on underlying SQLite table, like creating table, insertion, deletion, viewing, updating, etc. Now content provider are such that they are already built in tables. Okay, we can transact on it, we can perform several operations on it. Basically we will be performing viewing operations, inserting somewhere update. Okay, and very rarely we may use delete operation on underlying content provider. Okay, so right now we are going to learn Media Store Content Provider. To learn any of the content provider, just you have knowledge of few things. First of all, you should be aware that which content provider you are going to use. Another thing, what is the URI of that content provider? In other words, what is the name of the table? Okay. Next thing, what are the columns available and in which columns you are interested, which columns you want to read. Okay, what type of information in that columns. Okay, this much thing is known to you, then it is very simple to use any of the content provider. Okay, and in most of the cases we will be reading data of content provider. So this much things are, if we know this much things, it will be very easy for us to read all the details or few of the details of contact any of the content provider. Okay, so content URI, column names, and the type of the data. Okay, these much things needs to be known by us. So let's move to the mechanism of Media Store Content Provider. Okay, so let me tell you that in this session we will be implementing a small application of content provider, in which we will see, this is the definition given: a list of existing contents from the media store. See, media store means what? The data of images, photos, audios, videos, all these type of data are considered as media, and all these media data is handled by Media Store Content Provider. Okay, so in this application we will be displaying a list of particular type of content, maybe image, audio, video. In this application we will be using images. Okay, each item in the list view must display the title and MIME type. See, two columns are to be read by us in this application, and we need to show both this item in a list view. Okay, title should be in the first line and MIME type in the second line. Title should be in the larger text, MIME type should be in the smaller text and italic style. Title should be in bold style. Okay, another thing, the activity should have an options menu which has two options, A to Z and Z to A. On selecting A to Z option, the list of the media which we are viewing to the client should be arranged alphabetically uh, A to Z ascending order. Okay, and if client selects Z to A option, the list should be appear in should be arranged in descending order. Also, once this ordering is done, this ordering should be saved as a as client preference for the next execution. So when next time client executes the application, the setting which he has set in the previous execution should be persisted. Okay, should be retrieved. So we need to perform this much thing. So let's start the designing. See, it is my activity and it is my layout. Okay, and as you know that for list view to be customized, we need to define another layout. So list items is the layout which I have defined for list view. Okay, first of all, in main layout I have taken linear layout. I have defined linear layout, and then I will be defining a list view. Okay, and I would like to give ID of the list view, list media. Okay, then margin of the list view 5 dp. Okay, then divider height 3 dp, then divider color I should set blue, dark blue. Okay, and anything else? Okay, yeah, height width is to be set match parent, and width also match parent. Okay, let's see the output. Yeah, so you can see here that the list view is appearing like displayed like this, and we can set it. Okay, now what should we do in our activity? We should retrieve this list view, but before that, let's define the layout for this each item of the list view. Okay, here you can see list items is the another layout which I have defined for the list items. Okay, here I will define two text view. Okay, one for the wrap content ID for title txt title, and I would like to set margin 10 dp, sorry, it should be 5 dp. Okay, then text style, we are instructed to apply the bold style, and we are also informed to set the size as large size. Okay, and another layout, we are asked to the MIME type must be in smaller, and it should be in the second line. So MIME type should be below title. Okay, the ID of this text view I should set txt MIME, and finally text style italic, text size 15 dp. Okay, this much thing, and yeah, it should be below title. And let me also set margins. Okay, margin 5 dp. Okay, so I have also set the margins, as you can see here. Okay, yeah, we should also set the text property, so we should be aware that how it appears, title, and here MIME type. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it is appearing perfectly, I think so. Okay, now we will move towards the activity. Here first of all we should retrieve list view. Okay, now for working with, for interacting with content provider, content resolver object is required. So I will declare here an object of content resolver. Then we know that content providers are itself database, and for fetching database records we will be requiring here a cursor adapter, okay, to set it as a source on list view. And for setting source on the simple cursor adapter, we will need an object of cursor. Now, as I told you in the beginning of the session, that for working with any type of media store, any type of content provider, we need few things. Which are that few things? We need content URI, then we need name of the columns, okay. So for media store, see, if we want to read, or if we want to work with audio files, then the name of the columns are mediastore.audio.audio columns id, mediastore.audio.audio columns.title. Then for MIME type, it is here artist, and the URI is mediastore.audio.media.internal or external URI, whatever URI means. Whether we want to access the data from external storage, then we should write here external content URI. If we want to access data from internal memory, then we should write here internal content URI. If we are reading data, accessing data from external storage, our application should take permission, read external storage. Very similarly for video files, mediastore.video.video columns id, display name, and MIME type. The URI is mediastore.video.media.external or internal content URI. And for images, mediastore.image.image columns. You should be aware that you might have noticed that the URI and the name of the columns are in similar fashion, okay. Mediastore.image, mediastore.audio, mediastore.video columns, audio columns, and image columns, okay. The URI is mediastore.images.media.external content URI. So let us move ahead, okay. In our activity, first of all, we will retrieve list view, and find view by id, r.id.list contact, list media. Then we need, here we should also define two arrays. One for from, means the columns of the table from which we want to access the data, is equal to, here we should initialize it. And right now we want to read data of images, okay. So we will write here mediastore.images.image columns ._ id. Then id would be, then mediastore dot id would be not there, I think. Here display name and mediastore dot images dot image columns dot MIME type. Two columns you can see here, image columns dot display name and MIME type. Two columns are needed. Then another integer array for referencing the views on our layout. Here r.id.txt title and another one r.id.txt MIME, okay. Now cursor equal to content, we need to retrieve content resolver, okay. Content resolver is equal to get content resolver, then content resolver dot query, okay. Here first argument is the URI of the media store content provider, okay. Mediastore dot images dot image columns dot, what was it, Okay, images.media, external content URI. Which columns we want to retrieve? We want to retrieve 3 columns. So we should also, because while using simple cursor adapter, it requires a specific column to be available in the cursor, that is underscore id. Only using this underscore id, simple cursor adapter will arrange the records in the list view. So we should have it. Okay, so let's define one more column here, media store dot images dot image columns dot underscore id is the predefined column available in media store. Here now from, sorry, it will be columns projection, yeah, from, then selection criteria null, then also null, and the sorting order also null. Okay, now once this cursor is retrieved, we will define simple cursor adapter object is equal to new simple cursor adapter get application context. Then second argument will be layout, r.layout dot, what is the name, list items. Okay, see here, list items is the layout which we want to repeat for each item in the list view. Then our cursor is cursor from array and to array and flex 0. Okay, once this much is done, we should set this adapter to the list view using set adapter method. Okay, now let's run it. And one more thing, as we have mentioned here, external content URI, we should request permission read external storage. Okay, now let's run it. But if you remember that writing permission or requesting permission like this may not work, because it may happen that client deny to give the permission to us. So in that case, we should also ask or request or check for the availability of the permission, whether it was granted at the time of installation or not. To check this, we should write one method here before this. Okay, we should check whether the permission was granted or not, and if the permission is not granted, we should check, we should request again for the permission. Okay, so that is the thing which we should implement. Okay, Gradle is on the way of building. So let us check here. If check self permission, which permission, dot permission dot read external storage is not equal to package manager dot permission granted, then request permissions new string array and passing it the string android dot permission dot read underscore external underscore storage. Okay, and the request code should be 0. Okay, so this is dynamic on the fly permission. We are asking again for the permission if it was not allowed or given to us. Okay, now you can see that files are appearing, and let me now execute again. Okay, Application is on the way of installation. See, it will be installed within few seconds, and we will check whether the list is available or not. List of images. Okay. Now once this image list is shown, we will be performing next thing, that is options menu. We will be defining one option menu. Yeah, you can see here that images are available, and you can add to these images also. You can do one thing, you can start your camera application if it supports, and you can capture few images. If the camera is available, you can capture few images in this. Yeah, you can see here capturing few images will add to the list view. Okay, because all these images will be stored in the media store content provider of the device. Okay, so let's see here again whether there are more images available or not. Yeah, you can see here the images are added. Okay, now see, these are the title. Okay, these are the titles, and these are the okay. One more thing we should do here is that if we remove this ID from here, first of all, let us copy all these columns. Let us copy all these columns. Yeah, all these columns are copied. Then I would remove this first column because ID is displayed. I think this is the ID. We don't want that ID to be displayed. And here in our query, instead of writing this from, we would write new string array, and we will pass all these three columns to the argument as an argument. Okay, so what will happen, that earlier it was three things here, and we have two places. So first thing, which was the ID, was shown here. Okay, and we don't want ID to be shown, so I have made one correction. Instead of three things here in from, I have mentioned only two things. I have removed ID from here, and one more thing I have correct is in query, instead of writing from, I have write all these three columns: ID, display name, and MIME time, because now from contains only two things. Okay, let's run it. I think it is the title. Okay, the image img, that is the title of the image, and 55, 56 are the IDs. We don't know that want that IDs. That's why I have make this change. Now for options menu, we will define one menu resource file with two option item. One is ascending and another is descending. Okay, yeah, application is in the way of installation. Activity is launched. Okay, and yeah, you can now see that title of the image is appearing here, and that MIME type is below it. Now let's define menu resource. Okay, here in the menu folder, we will define one resource file, menu resource file, and we will name it as media underscore menu. Okay, and I will add two menu items to this menu. Okay, options menu. Okay, here item node, then ID, ID should be ASC order, okay, and title should be ascending, okay. Then another item, ID DESC order, okay, and title descending, okay, fine. Now this menu should be displayed when client clicks the menu button on the activity. So we should override on create options menu, okay, and here we will inflate the menu which we have just defined. Get menu inflator should be used, dot inflate, then reference of the menu that we have defined, media menu, and the parent menu is the menu itself which is passed as argument, okay. Then we will be returning true from here, okay. Let us check it. So it is on the way of installation. Now we will override the method on options item selected, and in that method we will check which menu item client has selected, okay, and depending on client's criteria we will modify the query, okay. Query method, see here menu is appearing, ascending and descending, okay. Now to provide client selection on options item selected, yeah, I will check here. What will I check? If item, that is menu item dot get item ID equal to r dot id dot sc order. Then what? Yeah, I will define one string here, string order, okay, is equal to ASC, sorry, by default ASC. Again here I will make it order equal to ASC, and then else if item dot get item ID equal to r dot id dot desc order, then order equal to desc. That is the keyword for descending. Now after doing this much, I should query again, okay. So the same query which I have written in on create should also be written in written after this, that is on create. So we should do one thing here. We should define one method, public void fetch data, okay, and we should write here cursor adapter and I will write this method here and fetch data, okay. I should call fetch data here, and here instead of sort order null I will write media column media store dot images dot image columns dot display name and concat to it the order, okay, order of sorting, okay. Yeah, and then notify adapter dot notify dataset change. But in the on create it is not notify required, so let's move the query to on create, okay. So fetch data will be called from here, fetch data from the on options item selected, and I will return true from this, okay. And in on create I am not calling fetch data. Let's check it. So now on selecting any of the options item, our method will be called, we will again query, okay. And yeah, we can also call requery because the query will remain same, okay. Now see 53, 58, 902, 905, okay. This is showed in ascending order. Then 84002, 83, then 853, 858, 90, 952, then let me change the order, descending. Eight five three, 858, ascending. Here according to the display name order, okay. And here also we have written the same query, display name and order. List view dot set adapter dot notify dataset changed, okay. Whether this is applied or not, ascending. Eight five three, and the last one is 84005, descending, and there is right now no change. So we should do one thing here. We can write the query here again. Yeah, query is written, cursor is reinitialized, so we should also reinitialize adapter, and we should also set it on the list view, okay. Let us check this. See, here it is by default in ascending order, okay. And if I change it to descending. Right now it is 5 3. Okay, the image which is on the top 5 3, I will make it descending, and you can see here the image goes to last. Okay, 5 3. And if I again see top image is right now 005, again I select it as ascending. You can see 5 3 again on top, because it is 202000624 and then all this. So 624 624 624 625. Okay, so all are arranged, all images are arranged in ascending order. Now the next thing to be implemented is store this client's selection of ascending or descending as his or his preference. It is asking for deletion, but I don't want to delete it. Yeah, edit. No option is, I would just want to rename it, that's why I was doing this. Okay, no problem. Now we need to implement that this image should be stored, this selection should be stored in preference of the client. So in my application I would retrieve first of all shared preference. Okay, I would name it pref is equal to get shared preferences. Okay, name is equal to order and mode is equal to private. Okay, then I will retrieve an object of shared preference dot editor. Okay, I should define them here, shared preferences pref. Okay, and shared preference dot editor edit. Okay, and here just initialize them in on create. Here edit is equal to preference dot edit. Okay, now order is equal to I would like to retrieve short underscore order. Okay, preference dot get string order, and if it does not exist I would pass a default value as C. Okay, and when client is making some changes, that is here, I will also make this to the shared preference. Okay, order, yeah, what is the name here? Name of the shared preference is order. Okay, and its value will be the value of order string. Finally I will commit it. Okay, or apply. Let's check it. Shared preference is used to store the small data or data for which is for some settings or client's preferences. Right now, see, by default it is showing the list in ascending order, and let me change it to descending. Okay, so that 5 number image come to the top. Now I will exit from the activity. Okay, and See, again when I will run it, see it is again in descending order, which I have selected in the last. Now suppose I change it to ascending, okay, so it will be stored in the preference, okay. So again 5.3 comes on the top, and if I exit the activity and re-execute it, again the list will be in ascending order. See, okay, so in this manner we can perform this type of application, that is media store content provider, can be used by us, and it is very easy task, okay. As I told you that once we have knowledge of content providers operations, okay, we can easily perform and use content provider and its operations on it. Just we need its content URI, its name of the columns and its values. Otherwise it is very easy, okay. So it was all about the media store content provider, okay. And now in the next video we will discuss some other practical, and we will be getting some new concept, new topics of Android. I will look for this and we'll be back to you. We'll be back to you in very short period, and be with me for that, okay. So now I will stop this video here, and if you have any doubts, query, you can contact me, okay. So let's stop here, okay.